Orange, then they sell it in the marketplace. That's great. Orange is
then he has that young boy.
Yeah,
acting like orange. But that farmer ends up catching them. And then they come steal oranges on the farm.
It's an orange one. You figure what Kalela or by bear. I'm like, it's I tell all you to the every child.
Yeah, nah, that guy.
That nigga's dope. I didn't shoot the no cap.
That boy, and he bridged the gap to where, like, race. Like, you wouldn't be non-racialist. When the bomb is the Lipo, the one that was spending on
Like hand in hand.
It's
Pepper and that up. Ah, Malume! I'm a man of drop. What's up? Come in! No. Yeah, when I'm trying to learn how to drive, man, you know.
I also want to learn how to swim, bro. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to swim. I don't want to lie.
I swim myself.
Bro, there's that dude. It's opposite Pangasepakin. Pagland Lenziti, Creech. That bruh, he almost drowned me at 7, bruh. I was like 10. How old was I? Was I 12? I was 12, bruh. If I didn't have the power, I would have drowned, I mean. Till this day, bruh, I've never told anyone.
Wale, yeah,
Namaz.
he's a lifeguard.
Wale, what? Wale, the nigga used to walk us all the time.
Yeah, man, that does by
There's the beach. I mean, the pool.
Yeah, they were the pool.
Yeah,
I'm just a lifeguard.
Go!
Always see him wearing his lifeguard uniform.
So he can fucking save people. Ah, you don't know.
And yes, guys, we need to kind of irrigate the stigma that we have against someone to swimming. And yes, if it, I also think that originated from back when slavery was full intact, when like slaves in solidarity, when they wanted to like they are against the system, then they throw themselves off the ships. Because just imagine, bro, how long these ships were traveling from Africa, from Jamaica, the Caribbean, to all these different areas. And what's even sad is that there were also these breaking farms that they created in Jamaica. That is the farms that they used to break the slaves that were very rebellious. Like the ones that the master couldn't they were taken there. Yeah. And there's word that this is apparently where that thing called motherfucker came from. That's why in Jamaica they are against homosexuality, because they literally bought Abandu part to those farms when they were slaves those times. They were in those Caribbean islands to break them. They were having sex with them. They didn't care whether it was your mother, your sister, your daughter, or whatever. They were just breeding and breaking them spiritually. And I think it's some aspect that our young people need to understand. Bana, they went to this extent not to break us, not just physically, but also spiritually and also mentally. So we are still mentally enchained, and also sisafuna la therapy ala minyaka, because there were beliefs. You were telling me about that mindfuck of over 500 years. That disbelief, that torture, Nayonge that placed us in this position, because I even had a conversation. Remember, Sungs, what happened with Ubuhle and the police?
Yeah, I remember. He showed me
and that day, it reminded me of the relationship like the police has with us as black people. It shows, Guti, yo, bruh, we still have a tainted a reputation towards police, because in actual fact, we as black people don't trust police. Because in my finding out, police's purpose was to protect property.
Whose property?
The rich, Lukho.
Oh, exactly.
Oh,
that's why they were created. Yeah, that's why police's job was only to protect property, so that people don't break in. Indo yangoku lena of them being upholders of the law, no, that is a current invention, but the police are just an extension of the oppressive system that still exists.
Yeah.
Because what happened to us that day, that's a violation of our human rights. It's in a constitution that provides the best, but it will protect us, but in practicality it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I said this even earlier, this is years when I noticed that Ingamla, a white person, would never be pulled up a Kempsbay as such. While when you are in Gooks, the moment you are in an area, it's like it's walking black.
Yeah.
Basically, it ain't nothing different. That's why black Americans are always aware us, but guys, the moment you get here, you are also, don't forget that we minority. Just remember, we're the majority here, bro. We have policemen that we feel out like Captain Utatis Kosa, but Mlunguli Pool.
Oh, Chetanton!
You're living man.
Hey, Bonalando.
We poor the American Come.
Chizan. Take this class at the moment, bro.
I was also searched like a week ago. Yeah. We were sitting by Bukes. This other motherfucker came in. Like, except or touch the wall. I was like, oh. Yeah? By Bukes garage, bro. Or touch the wall.
Buke gone again.
He's there. And his phone is off. We got searched. We said now, man.
Now the video is coming. The video is coming.
Yeah, we said we only have weed. He searched us and get shit. I was like, damn. And the nigga still had the nerve to come and chat with us. I'm like, hey. But that nigga was chill, though. I don't want to cap. Because another thing I feel like they searched us for, though, because we were standing near a dealer's house, man. You know,
bro, the amount of houses that deal in our road,
you know. But at the same time, it's Buke's house, man. You are at the property. What the fuck? But yeah, it just comes to show you that the police really don't do their job as they are really pushing that they are doing it,
out there and
the things that Bushle was facing me about the police, bruh, and why he acted up that day. I want him personally for the new season, bruh, to expand on that, bruh, about how police don't know their jobs, bruh.
Here to tell them the law.
What's your badge number? All of them started getting into their cars. Leave him alone.
They're fucking up. They
didn't say shit.
And it empowered me to because these people, they can come to your house and do everything. That's against the law. Because Tina Siaz nicks we in the hood now like I had that enlightening conversation with Bushle, bruh.
Yeah. And man, I hope next year things change though. I can really hope things start to change even in that aspect of policing and stuff, because we really need to be safe in our hoods and don't feel threatened by the police that are supposed to protect us, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, those people should start doing their jobs.
It feels like we're the threat, but we are supposed to be the precious cargo that's protected, you know? And it's like they reverse psychologying it, you know? They're not doing it as they're supposed to do it, they're doing it as they want to do it, you know?
You have lots of police there. And what's it with women looking so beautiful? Police?
Yo, I'm talking about that. It's beautiful.
Police women, bruh. You would swear they models or what? Not the money I'm trying to. Bruh, she could be Miss SA. Come on, nigga.
I can relate that you have seen a lot of beautiful police.
That's why I wanna. No, I don't wanna be a cop because, but I wanna enter into the copping business, man. Like law enforcement or something. Because you remember I wanted to go into the Navy, but that shit is been on a hold up for some time, man. And I feel like I'm waiting for any chance for the police or law enforcement to recruit. Because I want to learn how to use guns like properly.
That's another underrated thing that we as men, especially as black men, I want us to develop our relationship also in a masculine way. The same way women go for paddies, manicures, we niggas must go for hiking.
Yeah.
Must go shoot out must go to ranges, bruh. It doesn't
I
help.
want to do safaris with my niggas. Shoot out some beat.
shooting.
You know, man.
We start there, bruh, and then we start to increase because I need time to know that as men we want to build legacies, but Asusukwazi was protected. These same legacies we're building.
You know.
Because when someone comes into your house, the main thing is will you be able to protect yourself and also your family?
And that's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
If a war comes here, bruh, will black men be able to defend themselves? I know Boera will have their weapons.
I think
But
when
our
war happens,
Air-
Papalaza, bruh.
But our Air Force, our military is top tier, bro. Like for African country, I feel like it's a top tier. Rasta not here, man, bro. How much you?
Yeah, Makala, can you
You want to sell it?
always got them down.
I'm selling in Choncho, my bro. You don't want it?
They, with animals, it's a huge business for them.
That's why we say coloreds are like black Americans, man. The way they love pit bulls.
Yeah.
We're like our people, bro.
They must stop trying to exclude themselves from us.
They black.
This nigga selling fertilizers. This nigga selling ferts.
Oh shit, bro.
Yo,
If I had
like
money,
you
I would
said,
have bought
that was a big ass bag for 40 rand. What the fuck?
I would have bought that
So no more
fertilizer,
battle.
bro, if I had the money. Shit.
But they say I was looking for my cousin, man. So I trying to sell it to him. So as I'm saying, man, yo, where y'all guys at? Hey, man. Hey, this day is just, I feel like
Yeah, boss,
should
in
be
it, bro.
elevated.
The episode I used to edit, bro. Come on, one. See how upload us, man.
Clean, yo,
I'll
clean.
show this shit and then upload.
But yeah, we should feel, man, I feel like 2023 should be the year people love themselves more, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's why
more than anything, you know.
I shared that status by what are you now?
You know,
Go and
because
seed.
you're
You
the
the
only
seed.
thing we really got. We are the only thing, like, as in, you only have yourself. Because, you can think you can take care of your family and do that. But at the end of the day, if you die, you're not gonna die with the family, for example. You know,
you die alone.
You're gonna
All
die
alone, die alone.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
That's
you should love
nev.
yourself more next
That's
year.
nev.
And look at the aspect man of growth, because I've always preached having a skill, you know. And I don't have any formal skill yet, né? As I'm still trying to get this electrical engineering shit going, you know. But I have my grade 12 and I can fucking apply for a job in the military or law enforcement, which is why I'm trying to extend my arms into that, because even in the military, I wanted to be busy with something with guns, specialized with guns, know which gun is this, you know, ballistics type shit, you know. But I can't do it in the military, so I'm trying to do it in the law enforcement level and hoping, one thing I know is, if I'm not comfortable, I don't like being comfortable, you know. If I'm comfortable, it means something's wrong, you know.
Yeah,
and at each level, I try and reach it, trying to elevate from that level. Even if it's by 2 centimeters, if it's still elevation, try and push it as far as it can go, you know. And I'm just praying for a good year 2023, man. Like, the universe giving us mad blessings.
Let me applause that, bro.
Mad blessings, man. Mad blessings, cause
I just have to applause that.
we need these blessings, bro. We've been wanting these blessings, and it's about time that the work we've been putting in comes
To fruition.
you know, it comes into play. Show people what we been working on. It's not necessarily for people to see, but people are gonna see, because what we're planning is not small stuff, you know. We're planning big stuff, and
This is generational shit, man.
you know, and it
This
has
is
to have
real
that ripple
generational
effect
shit.
over people, because at the end of the day, we don't want people at what we're working at. When we reach where we aspire to be at, we don't want people to be envying us.
Yeah,
you know, we want people to be inspired to be elevated to that level. And what I hate about living in the hood also is that when you're rich and trying to aspire the hood, many people get jealous and they kill you just for being in the hood and being rich. And many people be like,
why would it be you that is in that position with all that money? Why can't it be
telling
me?
you dumb? Why say you in the hood good but you have money? Where else the hood is the one that made you have the fucking money?
Yeah.
The one that made you have that mindset. Why should you be
And
afraid
it
of
built
the
the
hood?
grit in you, man.
You know, that Nipsey hustle type shit, you know,
Yeah, man.
dying in your own hood. I feel like that type of shit should end, man. I feel like people should be inspired, man. When they approach you in the hood, they trying to get how you got to where you are, man. And if you can help them, you try and help them where you can. But if you can't, they need to understand, because you're one person. There's over 8 billion people in the world. You can't take care of everyone, you know. Bro. So they need to, and that's the other thing I was talking about in the other episode. People need to let go of that. What's this word now? Like, people need to let go of feeling. You know, when a person thinks what's yours is theirs.
Entitled.
Yes.
Entitled.
People need to start feeling entitled, because I feel like that's why people are not moving. You know, and I explained it in other episodes, but except people are counting on debts now. You know, especially on the older young people, they be like, just wait to ball and start a business with that way. Whereas the person should be making the move. If that man is gonna come, you have more chances of blowing it, because you're not pushing something already.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you're pushing something already, and then okay, we have to mourn that the death of Baba and the money comes. It's just gonna add to something that's already there and pushing that something to a higher level, you know. And many people are not thinking in that aspect. And it's like the informal businesses in the hood. It's like the small mindset upsets me in a way, because there's a whole lot of ways to formalize a business, you know. And even if at its informal stage, there's a whole lot of ways to franchise, you know. That mindset is something that needs to tweak into the people, as much as, you know, you need to have the skill. You need to have something that's going to provide for you to be able to sharpen your skill as much as you can, you know, which is that money, so you can go as much as you can to the shooting range, improve your aim if you're a shooter, you know. That type of stuff. If you're a tennis ball, have a business, a tennis ball player, have martial arts, have that money so that you can have the classes too. And it's not one-minded, it's not one-sided. You can't think about one thing. You can't have one vision.
It's a combination of all these things, bro.
And that builds up into making you as a person. Because even if you look at the most, like, a person or a child, you find that in the background they have something in business or something in engineering, and they're practicing it on the side, or they have
only franchises. But
that type of stuff. I want the hood to be actually on that now. Build brands here in Cooks that are so trusted by the Cooks that by the time they live here to franchise, they're already too established. Even if the franchises don't work out in Cooks, they are trusted brands. We know that. It's like it's like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, in Kentucky.
From Kentucky, like the taste we eat now is something they ate in Kentucky. The same recipe,
and people must also learn the McDonald's story. The man that owns McDonald's, White Tangagi Brothers. I need to get that movie again, so that we can. People need to be inspired by these founders' story. McDonald's is in the real estate business now.
I'm telling you. And yeah, he has a lot of McDonald's now, eh? He has a lot of McDonald's also.
That company is not really a fast food company.
And you know, and what I'm saying is work to secure the bag so that you know that you live life. You know? Because if you're gonna be living life and stressing about what am I gonna be eating, that means there's something you're not doing. Because you shouldn't be even thinking about that. And how do you not think about it? Is doing something that's gonna make you not even think about that. And that something is getting that money. Your skill can be so good that you can end up pro at it, eat money. You know? You can have multiple businesses here, but you're a lawyer, open a law firm, you can quickly franchise because you have something that's already backing up what you are doing. You know, multiple skills. You're an electrician, a plumber, a mechanic. You have something that's backing you up. Franchise it. That's the mindset I'm trying to push out. Like, as much as you want the money, don't think for the subsistence of it. Because, one shop can make you dress good in your Fabiani, what, the expensive clothes for you. But what about your great-grandchild? You know?
Your great-grandchild, you're not going to wear Fabiani forever.
You know? And that's what, I told you about that man that face, except he's driving a Mustang. He said he's driving. His father drove a Mustang. He drives a Ferrari. His son is going to drive a Lambo.
Oh my God.
His great-grandson is going to be walking.
Yeah.
Because, it's a thing, he said it's because people, like, who don't work for stuff, don't know the value of it.
Oh, that's a bar, bro.
Yeah, but and then what happens is, he said, hard times bring out hard men, and hard men bring out easy situation. The easy situation breed weak men.
Yo, that's another one.
It's a cycle, and it's enforcing it in the culture. You know, this thing I was saying about brands here in Cooks, it was because I don't want people to go out to other places just because they feel like there's something short.
Like there's like people come from Strand, bruh.
People come from Paarl.
From Hout Bay, Paarl.
I'm telling you.
It's my social media going there.
And I think Ace is not busy with the club dragging.
He's got a hotel now.
He has some real estate.
He's got real estate now.
That nigga. And that's the elevation. Yeah, everyone may be pushing towards the real estate, but except don't forget there's always money everywhere. But the biggest money is real estate because you need to own land. Okay, sure, we understand. But you with money you can buy all the land you want, and there's much other money outside land. Before you chase land is expensive, bro. Innovate.
What are you gonna build on that land? It's not just about obtaining the land.
You know, it's like you can buy land for 150k, bro. Like, okay, sure, you bought the land for 150k.
No, bro.
Like, let's say you got 500k. You know, 500k. Buy land for 250. The other 250 you're building bro. By the time 250 ends, bro, your money's out, bro. When you're 25, 50k, what are you doing? Okay, pushing yourself, you have a house at least. But how are you maintaining the house for the next 5 years?
Gee.
You start working. If you had that 500k, bought a fucking business, lived in your fucking lobby, slept at your friend's place.
Now Elon felt he was building Tesla and he was sleeping in his office.
It's not a matter of now, it's a matter of how. Yeah, bro.
Then you remind me how important my tool is.
It's not about who did it first.
It's about who did it right.
Exactly. The nigga speak facts sometimes. I know. Drake, I'm a Drake fan. Fuck that.
Shout out to Aubrey Graham.
So as I'm saying, man, I'm a fucking big Drake fan, and sometimes his bars just stick to what I'm saying, to what I always think about, you know. But yeah, man, my time will come. And you only choice. Some people will be like, since you maintain that's soon we are by king and you can find of my favorite you want don't but you are going to have a same man I could do the same shit. But just as we wrong with wins in call. Yeah, but I bet in call shy at your bet. Problem na ka we continue with higher residential play kanya RNG for unya go wa higher residential play kije
ufuna in networking alone because the personality yakhe that's what I also want to get my sister on umunduza. She's good with people and she's good with the hair, bro.
Exactly.
She's gonna be a media personality in the future. Because the amount of people she knows and she's got the beauty.
Yes. Yeah, boy, community and the brains.
And the brains on top of that.
You know,
and just check. There's also a breed of women that are scaring me.
Yeah.
In terms of how Tina Siabatelela and Bona, they were like, continue underestimating me. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Because they are reflected. Yeah. The amount of girls I saw graduate, the amount of girls I saw buying property. The amount of girls I saw starting new jobs after getting their degrees.
Amount of girls I saw
going out and I am in awe, and also I'm impressed by the fact that women, even through that we live under a GBV infested country, women still find time to celebrate one another.
And celebrate themselves.
And I'm not sure who said this, but someone said there are many homes that are standing today because of women. She was on Voichom Cook and also on Panuel's first episode.
Oh yeah. The one Panuel photo.
Yeah. Now a lot of homes today are still standing because of women. Women that don't need to ban about no, we are told because a great woman knows what she doesn't have to go to reveal what she's doing for a man. Kaloku partnership, and that is why I value my relationship so much, because ndiyazba amandlam izaba ngamandla akhe awakhe izaba ngawam. When ndisiwa pha umuntu wamfuna kaniphakamisa yabo andenze umuntu, because we are representing one another. People forget ukuthi relationship, it's not just about wena sibadi.
and you're one being.
Yeah, we're fit.
Physically one being.
Sorry.
Because you're always together. It's fun.
So preparation, bro, for everything.
But what was I on already? Yeah, what was he saying again?
About gooks, bro.
It was about gooks. Yeah.
The economy.
The economy must come up, G. Like, what we need to look at is that I was saying, people get money in gooks like no one's business. Like, how much money is flooded in the gas economy? South Africa is too much. Now think about gooks. I could average it at I don't know how much I could average it at because there's a lot of money that's made in gooks.
Give an estimate.
Guess what? I'm just gonna give you an example. Forget the cars and the blind cars.
Ooh, bruh.
Every day.
I'm telling you.
I think
how much is in rotation in a week, yeah?
Bruh, the millions of cars that I see up of it.
It's over 1 billion.
Yes, it's also become a norm.
It's over
seeing a Porsche, a Ferrari, a Maserati, a Mercedes.
Over a billion, bruh. Over a billion. Because we have our shop rights and we have the taxis also. Before everything else.
Our mall.
And then mall makes how much a day? You know, it's pushing for that. And people get money in gooks via that thing of, as I'm saying, people be like, I have this qualification but have no drive. I feel like the driven ones are the ones that have more qualified, like qualification for me to be someone that will stand tall for a long time because they have something that's pushing them inside to do something. Now imagine if someone with a drive gets to study something that they really like and put their drive to something. They are going to push it with or without the money, and it's going to be achievable with or without the money. Now we have the other types which have the qualifications but no drive, the ones that wait on money to come. Now I think there's a whole lot of people, as I was saying, some skills are not written down like on paper, but some skills when you do them, people see. Like even for like, you don't have a diploma for it, but you kill it. Like a barber, for example, someone who's been a barber for years and years.
For example, do you know how many people know how to fix cars?
Exactly, but
that's undersaid.
We didn't even go to school.
The fucked up part is they need to hire someone to formalize this shit, man.
Yeah.
Someone must
it's built in such a way that you must always be vetted by someone in order for you to be deemed by the system accepts you. It's the same thing with the religion. It stripped us of our African spirituality. It said, drop yours and adopt mine. I will not accept you. Maponga always used to say, if you bring a drum into church, probably Jesus Christ is going to run out of the windows. If you come with your attire with your Xhosa attire, whatever traditional attire, Jesus will not accept you. In order for Jesus to accept you, you must come with a tie and trousers. You must look presentable. You see this Western culture and how it's always stripping the African of who he is or who she is. It will never make you embrace you. It will always say, you are barbaric. That's what they did. They came here and said, why are these people so connected with nature? Yeah? What is this thing with them? They had to detach us from all those things. And now we are on devices. We are on this, we are on this. These are all distractions, man. To keep us from not fighting. Because they occupy the very same land that we reside in, that belongs to us. They took that land.
It's funny to me how we're the majority in our country.
Bro, we are
still living chill. Does he the fact that like our land, our own home. We got invaded in our own home. But we say Europe, bruh. But they came here and took our shit.
They fucked up. They fucked up.
Mawubenga uzophakamisa lo issue with our people uzenochuku.
Yeah.
Like uyabona
ke man soyenza ntoni soyithini lan. Sothini ngoku. Sebethathile nje sosebasiyeke. That's how the mindset we have.
And what happens is we share the same ideas. Idea one which is what I was coming back to. Ngabana qualification be close minded just because ubani uthethe ngelwethile. As I was saying, that's what for my income is to 50k, 750k. I'm impaired maintaining the house and building it in 1 hour. Because I'm in a qualification, missing and the bank card. 500k. Why would you would have even opened your own practice? Let it have ufumane nje indawo high residential but ali rent nje noba 150 yazi bayise nyaka wonke kharish equipment yonyaka wonke 100k grand
have your studio there
bro. By the end of the next year, you're owning that whole shit, bro, because your clients are not just people, G. And if a high residential area.
You know, you're gonna pick up.
Yeah.
They do that shit a lot, bro. Like, especially in like production.
Yeah.
Production company.
Yeah.
So we have buildings, bro. You hire offices and then you bring your own equipment. Everybody have 500k.
Yeah, like
that's how you use that 500k, bro. Because you know in 5 years' time. So many clients who you know, people will apply to you.
Exactly.
The actors, the what? Because in South Africa, you must know, a lot of actors here, they don't get gigs.
And that's a guarantee already. There's always going to be a new breed of entertainers.
Yeah.
Always new. It's the same thing. Yes. Change is constant, guys. We cannot run away from the fact that things will always change. You need to be an agent of change.
Yeah.
You need to move with the times. And the Nokias today will tell you why they are non-existent. The Blackberries today will tell you they failed to innovate. They were way ahead of everyone.
2013, 2014.
And everyone was telling them, guys,
I had 3, bro. I have BlackBerry, no one knows, bro.
Bruh, and officially this year the BlackBerry system died.
Damn.
So that's tech that died. Anything about BlackBerry, it's insolvent. So anyone who has a BlackBerry,
sorry,
get rid of that ancient technology because it will never work again, ever again.
Sad,
yeah, that's Maponga sometimes. Having a reminder, not Maponga saying this about BlackBerry, but you cannot be using a Motorola system in 2022.
But they said those companies need to be bought.
Those V360
need to be bought.
Sony Ericsson.
Guys, just Jane on another topic. What do you think about Mixit?
That shit needs to come back for me.
Hashtag bring back
Was
Mixit.
South African?
Yeah, it was a South African. Nigerian, but it's African.
Yeah, it's African. It's an African social media website, bro. Yeah,
hey.
it had like over 20 million users, bro.
There was a point where we considered that shit bigger than Facebook and all.
So we started there to socialize.
Yes.
Because Facebook was for the big boss. Because it's data, you know, all that shit. Yeah. Free Facebook. Mix it, free on the weekends, South Sea. Everyone's online. It was like the Facebook. What Facebook used to be.
I remember our Sungs. 3000.
Those username days.
Alright.
They have usernames those times.
Yeah, but like said, that's back in the day, man. I feel like that's what we need to do, man. Like this thing of closing up Africa, I feel like I at a large scale. We need to start small. Because even if if we could close up Cokes and create our own economy, as the only economy which is like
bro, you're reading my mind.
You know,
I was gonna say now, learn to borrow from others.
You know,
there are those who are doing good. Google to residents. This is a call out for you as the motivational maniac.
For them to be traitors.
Do what? Learn from what people are doing in culture.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there like a gatekeeper who's like somebody that's actually like a face of this place?
Yes, Bakona,
yeah.
Bakona, but it's like Gabandabatile that know them.
Like God.
Yeah, only certain people have access to that because then you only done anyone busy with the and she asked me, do you know who your ward councillor is? What that's why you need to know who your leaders are. You need to know who you're complaining to. You can't be saying it's Ramaphosa's fault. Yet I asked the ward councillor and she asked me, what ward are you in? I was like, and yes, the ward in Gui. What that's a problem. Empower yourself, start small. Kala up. The person that you need to go to Lukho uphethelenda ucuma kutheni kwasoloko councillors ziphume zondi because abantu benu nina apha elokishini nam nix. You don't want to inform yourselves. The only thing you guys want to do, you want to complain how things are not going your way. It's because y'all don't go to meetings. You don't take politics seriously. And it's yet it's affairs of your own country. And then kufika makoduka up. Because even our people, the unionship they have, They're the ones that know Baba Zenge mission. But just to praise them, I've received more hospitality and welcoming from abantu bangaphandle more than abantu balapha apha. Abantu balapha fethu baziphethe emnxuni.
Kakhulu.
Baziphethe emnxunyani. You would swear bazi celebrities imhlobo like ndixelela ngegugu lethu guys. I'm born and raised in Gooks. The way abantu apha hold themselves as celebrities, like abantu apha bayaphakanyisela, you would swear gangsters, abantu abangcolile benza into ezimbi in our society are regarded as heroes. Like 16, 17-year-olds now are aspiring to be as Tsotsi, bruh.
And it's fucking toxic.
And it's toxic as hell. And yet, I was telling these lighties, yo, why are you busy being inspired by them? Do you know there's this 12-year-old who just won a Fortnite tournament that was worth $4 million? Like, what, Dati? Dati, yeah. You are all looking at shortcuts. People are getting money off game. The gaming industry is an official Olympic sport. Last Olympics. I was told by Nwabisa that on the episode she had on season 3. 2026, eSports is an official Olympic sport.
Can't wait to be in there.
Yeah. And now this year, earlier in the year, I started to see how Toyota is supporting Ikasi eSports.
Yeah, and that's good.
How Toyota has this drive, Nale engine, and also this team where they're having esports tournament. I'm talking with hotels, waterfront, free entries, cash prizes always available. You register, you do all these things. Like, guys, do you know if you are sitting with a gaming talent wherever you are? Because when I start to build Galo Game Shack, I'm going to be looking for esports players. Valorant, Fortnite, Rocket League, Call of Duty, FIFA, PUBG. I need to reignite. Fair to all of these things. The internet hasn't been explored, and our people need to think like the Americans built for the world. Built for the world.
But never forget that the world, though, is much bigger than the internet.
Yeah, G. There's still untapped places up in Mhlabe that we even haven't even tapped into.
But places in the Western Cape
that we even haven't tapped into. So your comfort zone will always keep you complacent. It's never gonna talk. It's gonna continue to enslave you. So get on it.
And one thing that sometimes as an individual, anybody as an individual, must stop being in your head, man. I have that problem sometimes.
I lived in my head way too much now. I lived and I made situations worse by not being present. I'm only human, guys, and now you are also human. And we should forgive ourselves more and more. Because the fact that we acknowledge it, it means, Guti, there is something that we can do about it. There are many instances where you'd want to acknowledge that, but that allow you to do that kind of thing. And that is what we need to also emphasize on. Be around people that will allow you to be yourself.
People have too much pride.
Yes. Songs, if you're feeling sad and you want to cry, you must be able to cry next to me without feeling shame about what am I going to think about you. Because at the end of the day, we are creatures of emotion. Do you know how advanced we are than animals? Because I read Thokozani Vilakazi's post namhlanje talk about the cheetah and how animals.
I saw that this morning. That post,
bruh. It went straight to the heart, bruh. It's a reminder for you to Batina. We are very complex beings.
And we want to do everything. Like a cheetah, it knows it's fast. So you don't go for an animal that's huge.
Yes, he goes for the one that he will take down. Tina, you know you're good at hair, but you wanna go and do tool. You're good at welding.
You know what that post, man? Yo! I first did it. I'm not hating.
The mere fact that we can be able to identify it within even other people. Like, let go of what you're not good at. Start doing what you're good at. Because continue. If you're good at what you're doing, continue. You're motivating people, bruh. Abanye one they will tell you, where is this gonna go to? And that will close you off because you are tending to the gift that the Almighty blessed you with. Your responsibility, and people don't like that because you are reminding them of the gift that they failed to work on.
Hello, they have no courage to actually do it.
Kunini kulo nyaka si recorder bra kuthiwa niyathetha
Remember what your cousin said?
Yeah.
Yo, guys, that's when you know the motivational maniac, his own cousin is that's what it's life.
And Sungs has been asking guys, but this dude, instead of him learning from you, Tati, he chooses to be against you. I don't understand. A person of your caliber, guys, it's not Usung's giving me that amount of praise. It's the fact that what he has gained from me is something that he holds dear. Yeah. And he wants someone else to get a depiction and also a piece of that. It's what I also tell Chad. Like, dude, the way you love me, love other people the same way, G. People need to feel this love you're giving me as well, bruh. Because this is you. It has nothing to do with, am I loving too hard? Am I this, bruh? Some people will never get that type of love in life in. They will be praying and crying for it for their entire lives. They once exposed to it, but don't by God. Many instances we chase away success yet. In doing that, because we were like, no, I'm gonna give 70%.
And that thing of being rude to people, bro, don't get away from opportunities. So I network,
yeah.
And then you never know what the future holds. Bro.
And you never want to get out of your own head. And that is what can be able to damage us. Siba needs it as young people. Yeah. Is the fact that as Funi usbega in a position where we don't know anything. In anything that I get to be exposed to, I have to set myself aside and say, Tando, you learn nothing by coming here with that ignorant mindset. With Inkani, Azuzuksandao. Lay that aside and learn from this man. So I asked myself, am I going to take what this dude said to me offensively, or am I going to embrace it because he said I look like my father? Of course I look like my father. Who else would I look like?
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I come from him. But the conversation even yesterday, it's also a confirmation that people always want to know what other people are up to, so that they can weigh against about to say, okay, I feel like Uban is wasting their time. Because this dude is reminding me that I'm a father to my sisters. Like, dude, and I'm their brother. Like,
And who is he? Why?
He's Loz's older brother. He used to work and then radios Bonele.
But I get his intention.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. If I was a person who was in my fields, I would have attended him. I get where he's coming from, because Umchita is a person who likes to see progress in a person. And the other thing, he's heading that Kailicha Fashion Week. That's his event. Yeah, he was telling me about Will or Hostala event, because he started this events management company. So lawe Kailicha Fashion Week yeah, this car nala poster which is, I get where he's coming from. And also like, there are people that no longer live there, and when they come here, they always ask themselves, why Abutando? Why Abuban? Even when I wasn't working, before I started to work at the call center, and my mom every time we are boozing about, that's when I was busy with the tech, learning technology and and then next thing, when I had a baby, everyone was like, it just shows how close-minded people are.
It's never revolve around.
Like it. No, man. The thing is, why people think like that is because I bet people love like that, but they walk with their chick and all.
And it's all about the flex. And yeah, it's like Ngoku and a Benz. relationship, you have to show everyone by say now I'm with someone.
Like you're doing it for them, you know.
And even the way I moved now, I didn't date more than I wouldn't more than 2 people, because
in the hood. Yeah.
In the hood. So a lot of people don't have a past now. What even made them mad during high school was the fact that I was dating girls outside of Cooks, bringing them into my hood. So you ain't got no chance of influencing or doing what. Nobody then don't, because I never looked your way. But I understand that way, but except ubani uyafuna and ndiyambona ubani is busting it down for abantu abaninzi. Ewe ndandokufuna ngoko. The moment I found out what you are, then they asked, because there was this phase where they were doing ecstasy like it was no one's business. Then don't yay, yeah, exchange one up, because once I get orgies galoko ngalamizuzu. Yabona dude. Unexpectedly, bruh.
Yeah. One girl, 5 dudes type shit.
Yeah, we got and now I had this thought again just a few days ago, just before you continue, about I don't ever want to place myself in a situation where I am getting a girl because she's intoxicated. What happens when she's sober?
Yeah.
She gonna say you're
because they think la culture yo wina na machita ba, like machita masihlale phansi leweske singcobo leba besithenga utshwala so that siwina amacheri, so that sizobhala. And simane senza lonto kokoko ibhotile ufuna kube kwicheri, ufuna kube khumnana owina nendoni newesi njalo. Like every girl simthinta ngola hlobo. Siyalibala bana ngoku si create a culture yoba maqhutywe ngola hlobo ngoku. We see each imedi ngoku SMEs uba makanxeliswe azocando.
Please, that's not how it is.
That is somebody's daughter, bro.
But
whoever that is, that girl who fucking making
that's someone's sister, someone's daughter, bro.
What's that?
When you do shit to a girl, bro, just imagine how much more people are done to your mom, bro.
Yo.
You see how crazy shit gets.
You see how my face?
Yeah, you see, he gets fucked up because you're gonna go mad. Now, why are you putting yourself in shoes of but this very same thing if it were to be done.
Yo, do you remember? I remember this one time myself. I was in this situation where I was busy with this girl in town. I didn't know her. I was busy with her. I just met her that night. So we got to the spot. I didn't know she lived near that place. That place we were at that spot. So I'm busy kissing her and shit. I'm going, that's alive, don't give me. Yo. Luckily, that nigga didn't beat me up and shit. Just took his fucking sister. I don't know where.
Now you confused, yes.
Damn.
Now
you found out later by Excel. My
friend apparently he knew that girl because he lived in a complex where his friend lived in. So he was like, Excel,
that's why in Zela way. Yo, if it was someone else, just imagine if he was a trippy ass nigga, bro. Someone else.
Oh, the brother got killed.
Yeah, your ass would have got killed. Going to look for my friend. Can't figure out what maniac. What maniac is jail kamnandi. Here the make and better game by my phone. Hey, this often umchita car akandazi yena. Bona we bani kalungena normally pa abana bayandazi bamntwana bapha xa nifike niyihleli yodwa le make
man.
Yithe ngubani ngokwena kodini wena wapi? Light yaphi le isayizapha. Excited. That's what I put on mnyango ngibona excited ukuthi mani indoni. Excited amajita lapha ekhasi excited inoni ngoku. Excited ufuna acho fondini apha. Ukuthi mani yami ngokuthi acho apha eKTC. Ukuthi mani yake fondini ndenze la swag fondini. La make banje xa iqhawukile man. Yo jonga ndagodu ngeGoogle ndidisappoint kanjani. Danga na yahamba niyobona noAcho's wami because ndathi iziqale zoqala ngoAcho. Yabo ngijikela ndiyeba inathi kanti yo afumane zompama ndajika sibani buya kum qonde yekuse ekisiwe bra. And ikhot mangata Acho wena
I don't like that shit man. Bon ekis. You guys vule kumkabani ngeno.
Yo bra. Andixekisa la miyaqanda vayo andakubuyela eGoogle ifini zange nambalisela noAcho's wami ndabalisela uTaAcho yo hayi uTaAcho wesingela zikhathi wayincane idarha eke yo andilaha kanjani This guy's at high school, grade 9.
You were young.
I was young, I was like 50.
Exactly. It's so ironic when you're in primary, when you think about grade 9. Yo, but I don't know about grade 9.
It was so cool, you niggas scared as hell. Yeah.
Now man was boost by accents of Figanini up the sneakers, yeah, besa.
It's too small to be there.
Yeah, not accent, not in the
Grade 8 is in the grade 12, God, fucking
yeah, that's when it starts. That when it starts.
Yo, it was even shitty with the girls, bro. Even that stigma that as older guys, when you get to date a grade 8, you're so embarrassed. You don't want to be seen now. Yeah, not doing it,
be the girls in your grade, okay? Grade below the time. Hey, wait, please,
and then you're like, are you like that?
But you were the same girl in the gym.
It's the same people that will never bakuvume. Ngabo abenqona wena uyaxoka endifuna wena. I used to not give a fuck about that. Beya uthandwe nabantu abaseMaculate asibonwa thina. Jonga nje ke mnake. Phinde ndijonge phambili. Cha ndiyarecorda ngesasikhathi wena Benz yabo. Record ba okay nambona bangubani one opinion ngoku ubani une opinion newe ezithile. It's like most of those girls I never looked their way. Ingxaki fethu ndabavala abanye bashayiwe wacimba umuntu ngizaba ndipha yabo ngoku ndikwabanye abantu ngoku mna usanikhumbuza ngeza way.
It's what I hate about the chicks to base a lot. They always do their own file, they don't respond and then bruh,
and then you get someone else okanye someone oyichomi yakhe akufele. Anyiswe lawe ba acho manokwazi umfuna kaloku lo ayifuna mna next thing yena ngoku uyozinqanyisa ngawo okanye ayokuvuma wena Benz for lando kuba uyayazi ba uvile ichomi yakhe ba ufuna Benz.
That's social proof.
My biggest L girl came at grade 9. Grade 8 freshman, getting all the girls, XXX. Kind of 3 of the pretty girls I wanted to date. Same class the next year.
Sure.
Yo, in my class. Yo.
No, my fault. Shit.
You were like, what is so good?
Yo, this is like a scene. Yo, bro, this brings me back to grade 10. Remember that girl I told you about? Mas by 3, a class in Zambal. So by 3. For me, I'll tell you one. Every time, I think now was the third one to Bamanifag receive. One Vulel, but you are in what I'm wrong. And it's a class in one, no, and you're phone. You are that's Kupag list immediately.
Pretty man.
But you know what I get about pretty girls in that time in high school, especially when you're like grade 8, 9.
Yeah.
Like them pretty girls are for the streets, bro.
Yeah.
Because now I'm class situation. I'm from the class in Yam. I don't know. I'm class in Yam. Grade 9 now. Yeah, no food. I was grade 12, 11. So I was business clean. I remember my neighbor. I used to go to school with my neighbor. So we know I am. Science I drama like his class was just there. And I was like, met this girlfriend. I'm talking to him. Yeah, so she's very shy. She's not better you away from his class to my class. He's looking at me, he's like, come on! His girl is singing live. And sometimes his girl is saying, money like I'm gonna push it out, boy.
Yeah, man.
You're not even defending me.
Yeah, man.
No, you flirting with me live. What the extent?
But it just shows what women are also capable of. They like to act like sometimes they know what they want, but they don't. A girl can be after you when a song's just because kukho amanqina akhe umbone umplite ube grand and because I never held grudges.
Yeah.
But don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Don't flip and waste my time. Sundenza week, bra. Sundenza week. Kwenye nimethe seMaculate endenza week kanjani itsapka kanjani. Kwenye ndithwebe ujofo lendezayo. Ndithwebe US songs. My days of running around were gone that time. This girl, she suma because what's a culture. Nambona no achuzwa mna konde yazi they out today.
Yeah.
Slaughterhouse gang.
Slaughter gang, pussy, you know up on my line.
Namazi slaughterhouse and gonna man flesh. Same time uhlehla kwam usemwana wathi ekuse utheni wena uveska waphola ingxaki naye she was also using my reputation yabo as yabo leverage to say now wena kaloku udala kaloku wabhizi ngabantwana basesigela sam ngiyakwazi nendo like I ain't defending shit. That's me. Is that all you're gonna do? You really gonna use my reputation against me? What and you are into me? That okay, I won't use anything against you. I'm cool. But I just want you to be sure that okay, I'll never bother you again. Ever since that day, I went different ways, bruh. I was like, nah, I'm sick and tired of doing this, bruh. Because that is respected enough. Even when I told you Guti, now I was being called Ditael and Pedel because I wasn't getting the chicks I used to do. Focus I'm now changed. And at that time I could have like get into me and be like and let that get to me because most they were like I know this is coming from when because you're a thirsty ass nigga. Because most niggas were fucking thirsty. They wanted the same girls that I had. Only because they wanted to compete. Guys, I'm not running competition with nobody but myself. Exactly. I'm in competition with me.
Man in the mirror.
And I ended up having very valuable friendships. That most of them couldn't understand by IT though. You went from this playboy, no, all of a sudden they hold you in high regard. Remember that dancing was and cousin who is gonna be on the podcast? I'm researching you. She was even telling me about the situation but I know your mom. We are selling and then that was the final straw. Yo.
Shocked, man. Shit.
Bruh, how do you find this? John like Galamin office going nigga A4. What funda? You get training like this. Doing when yes ain't nobody gonna stop my ass. Now I'm shop. They straight to go I didn't care. Nobody by 10 son. They pass straight go. The corner can we talk please? Before you talk, please read this. What's your arm? Most Stish Saint Augustine Immaculate. Stish it's like a minute walk to Iskelasaki. Yendi funde lenda baspat. Yo, songs they are be like a bagat. What the fuck? Who's telling you all of this? And she tells me, no, while you're busy on my case, I'm investigating that. We are relatives.
One thing with girls and investigating.
That's one.
They are hard, bro.
Sometimes when they don't get what they want, paranoia kicks in.
Yeah.
Do you know what was the hack for that? If you're not on social media like that. So the man's next girl. Because I remember my friend, Glenn. That nigga, bro. Like, I remember when we used to be like high off that shit, like when we were in grade 10. I remember you are and nigga wanted his girlfriend's friends.
Yo.
That was a big L, dog. And then his girls, the friends that he was after sent her the messages.
Obviously fair to the whole screenshot. Dudes, like I had to realize that Yabona Lawe in Ikwen's a week. I have to be out. Ikwen's a week Lawe, bruh. Like unemedi and then upindu yo pliti ingqina lakhe. Like in your head you already know but uzayiplasterisha kuchomi yakhe.
Yeah, that's but no.
Jonga zi screenshot zindoni.
Unqokolwa ngawe ba.
It's talking about you there, bro.
All the time bawo wamnika ngolhlobo wathi bruh.
You know girl.
Yo.
Always topic
bafuna L yomniki content.
Yo bruh. And wesi ngoku uyaqhaqwa ngoku uveza ku Facebook uthi
no, this nigga knows the grabber. The screenshot the man is sharing and we
what?
That's why you ufuna ukuhamba ugwemba. Yeah,
you know. I That's why Nkonyana is face to face now.
Yeah, we do
social media.
Fuck you, no child's play.
Uzovezela abanye bajoga lo mntu.
He's hungry, he's thirsty.
He's hungry, he's thirsty. And plenty of them Vetu are people that we think have it all intact. Kanti you find ukuthi lo mntu lona socially irrelevant kanti uyagqitshwa left right and center without yena upholding that social relevance. I am gqiba obviously left right and center.
And girls are fucking rude, right? They will say something babonisa la wena and in the caption they say some wild shit. Yo,
Look at this one! Gotta get in the bed!
They say how ugly you
Malume! What you want?
like
Happy New Year!
He's
working night shift first. Sleep tomorrow. It's sunny tomorrow. He's gonna be off. Oh, he's gonna be there, that's fine. You are this man. When you pull up, right? Lots of me. Like when you pull up, he likes stamping. I like this angle of mine. He's like those niggas that go to, like, he's a gentleman, man. No
Yeah,
cap.
man.
This nigga's a gentleman. Just don't piss him off.
Yeah.
he's buttering a lot of shit.
Don't piss him off.
That's why they call him Beast. Yes.
I ain't gonna fuck you up, yo. Yeah. But they say he's a humble. He's one of the most humble people I know, man. And I respect him so much. He's a provider, you know. He's a real G, man. He's a real G. But as I'm saying, try as much not to piss him off, you know.
Yeah, G.
Yeah, man.
All good people are like that.
It's the 31st, eh?
Yeah, number 31.
Everyone is gonna be outglowing, G, man.
Hey.
Everyone is gonna be outglowing, feel.
Thank you.
I just heard my plate talk, man.
Abantu bazaba bahle. Everyone is gonna want to look good.
There's going to be a whole lot of drinking in town today.
Yo, a whole lot of drinking in the hood.
In the hood too, man.
You're in the hood, they're already stalking it up. I know them.
Yesterday already felt like it was the 31st, but
Yeah.
yeah, there was this car playing music, bruh, like karaoke and shit.
Oh, yeah.
People had
Yeah,
mics
true.
there.
Where?
While Sete is playing.
I believe yeah, just load shedding.
You see,
the music is still buzzing.
Buzzing, bruh.
Where was that, baby, bro?
Bruh, Diaz alive. Even my girl was asking, "Ukhalaphi lo mculo,
Hey,
man?"
but
I
I
had a
got
generator there.
Yeah.
Was operating.
I'm just thinking about how massive those speakers were.
Mm.
Oh,
loud as hell.
They were loud as hell. And the fact that he did karaoke, bruh.
Played all classic South African music.
Hey, hoeveel Vetu?
Yeah, all the
Did you
classic.
hear that? Fred People's house.
Oh yeah, this is lit, bro.
Summer breeze.
What?
And I heard that song, I'm like, it's a rap.
It's going down.
It's a rap.
But everybody goes on. Sister Bettina! What
I feel like till this day, that's the most iconic South African song, bro. Oh my mama.
Right, people lose their morals because that song goes on. You know, that was the nice
Basically, talks about South African culture. Because everyone potting because they're young.
People, and it's the culture that carried on.
Exactly. That song just shows.
Use that as opportunity to highlight what was currently going on. Yes, that's also the other thing that I love about us, our people, especially through music. Since I'm an avid hip hop lover, when I'm tuning into hip hop states, I know I'm tuning into commentary on what's happening. It's the same thing with comedy. It's the same thing with a whole lot of things. I like to instill an educational aspect to it because they are making us aware. Which is why when I shifted towards our media up in South Africa and how the media is responsible for planting ideas into the heads of our young people? I'm referring to Ozalo Ab and all these things, and I'm asking, what relevant things are they trying to teach our young people and also our nation as a whole? Because you can't have 20 million plus people watching your show, and next thing all you're doing is showing people how to rob, do heists and all that.
Have agendas,
well, why are there so many soapies in South Africa? We don't need that. We need more programs like Youth Leader, Number One Leader. We need programs that are going to be centered on uplifting and building the country. But then on that aspect, remember already the media that's in place is owned by the people who have a narrative of their own. Monopoly existed when these companies were started. Remember, when capitalism started, it was stifled by slavery. The North abolished slavery and the South was like, nah, I ain't letting my slaves go. How am I going to make my money? How am I going to make my money? And the North like, you need to let go of the slaves. You are stifling competition. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Like, yes, because the union was continuing to put pressure on him to free the slaves so that they can be a capitalist society in existence, because competition, the shops were full, but nobody was going to buy from those shops because the South was already using their slaves. And the South was like, what? I'm not going to start listening to you. In fact, I'm going to build my own country.
That's when the Civil War started.
That's when the Civil War started. It's because the South refused to let go of the financial benefit and the financial advantage slavery gave them. You see? And even after that, there was a system that was created that white people decided, oh, what are we going to do with all these millions of black slaves? Oh, let's create unions. One of the first unions was created in Philadelphia by white men. The union's job was to protect white people's jobs and also to hire only people that are in. Only people that are in the union. So it was already guaranteed that your work is going to be protected because you are a member of the union. Yeah. Then I'm going back to Panyo Gengok. South Africans went crazy when Panyo started providing money to, donating to Indoland, not Oranje, AfriForum. Everyone called him a sellout and so on. And let me go back to his statement. There are 300,000 paying members of the AfriForum that average about 100 to 150 per month contribution. Another thing, AfriForum is not only for Afrikaans people. There are all different kinds of people paying members. It's just that it's mostly Afrikaners. AfriForum built a technological university, 200 million of donations. Yeah, that caters to the scale of their people. AfriForum has neighborhood watches. They fix potholes. Gemal Gabankal of the same money they're getting from their members. In trade unions as South Africa, they have over 3 million active paying members. Where is that money going to? 3 million versus 300,000, guys. Think about it. You see how, Tina, we don't let our money work for us. How can we have all these black unions paying so much money, but there's nothing that's helping our people, our community? There's nothing they are doing to elevate
the way
the situation of the people, because that money was supposed to build housing for them. It was supposed to build all other necessary things for Bona, and yet we have a situation in Marikana Nangoku where people have to create e-settlements, informal settlements.
Even in Kailicha, there's...
Exactly, it's the same thing, bro. It ain't changing. It means Guti Ababantu, they are hell-bent on making sure the system remains this way. Deprive them of the adequate basics. You give them inadequate housing. You deprive them of the basic toilet. You deprive them health, education, younger indo. deprivation, because there's a reason why it's called the projects, because it was a project that was done by white men. It scares me even now that we are playing into their hands. Because while Khayelitsha is building an economy, thina ngapha sithule. While other people are trying to make their situation better, thina sithule. Like, we need to be in a position where we're helping ourselves, because ain't nobody's going to like, I'm going to look out for gooks. The Mzolis and them, their time is gone now. Who's going to be the next person? Because there can't be one Mzoli, bruh. Why do we keep on wanting to wait for this one Messiah? As if the Messiah is a this Messiah is not going to come, bruh. That Messiah is us.
It reminds me of religion, what you're saying. It's like we expect Jesus or the Lord to make sure that I'm alright. It's like praying, no action, no planning.
And expecting it to happen, miracles.
Exactly.
Expecting you make the miracle, miracles will come about.
Exactly. And we're just all mortals in this rocky planet in space, bruh. Floating.
Hey, man.
We mustn't forget that, guys. Just to close this off, man, it's been just an amazing end of the year, and it's going to be
It's been
a
a
very
fucked up year,
lovely-
man.
Yeah. I just wanted to end it off on a note that it's been a fucking depressive year, guys.
Yeah.
Whoever made it through, whatever you made it through, guys,
You're strong as a mother.
you're strong as hell, man. You have made it through a lot of adversaries, man. There are people that we didn't even get to see at the end of the year. We lost friends, we lost families, we lost a lot of people, but the one thing we didn't lose was ourselves. You have to always keep yourself intact, man. There can be chaos around, but how you handle you, that's dependent on you. And I want this new year is Zisele prosperity, and I want it to bring more challenges, man. It's the year of Jordan.
Yeah.
We are just dunking on them. That's all we're doing, guys. And it's so important that you build as much as you can. Appreciations to you, Lukho team Mamputa, as well as Sungula Sitetyana. Appreciation to everyone as well who's been a contributor to the podcast. There's still plenty of us that need to be around the motivational maniac, man, and just let the world know who you are, what inspires you, what you've been through. And I was talking to K-Kid's uncle yesterday, and I was telling him, Yazi, it's important for us to put our dreams out there. It's important for us to excel. It's important for us not to forget. This thing can be gone at any moment, bro. This thing can be gone at any moment. And Glonyaga, I just want nothing back but the money I lost, man. The amount of money I lost.
Shout out, man. Ni keren. So that the three go on the three get your home, cha. Three get your home, cha, man.
12 o'clock thank you very much, maniacs, for tuning in to this lovely episode. And also this is signaling out the season 4, sorry. Season 4 has been amazing, guys. We are back on the saddle again, 4th January 2023, season 5, episode 1. That is a surprise coming your way, guys. We're delivering different interviews and people as much as you can. So sizawucela nani, if you do have people who are knowledgeable, and also abantu abazithembileyo, man, because the people are so scared to let the world know about them, but they want the world to embrace them. Like, who's gonna embrace you? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Let's take this forward. But yeah, gratitude to everything that has happened, Glonyaga. I'm quite grateful. And as the maniac, I'm signing out. Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah.
I love making these.
Welcome yet again to another lovely episode of the Motivational Maniac podcast. It is I, yours truly, Keith Nkonyana, as your host, and this is yet another segment and episode to our journey through the concrete jungle. Our journey refers to everyone that I encounter through the tribulations that I have gone through, But regardless, we continue forward. I am proud of what I've built. I'm proud of the person that I'm becoming. And this is me sending out to the universe that for you, Thando, to continue to prosper and continue from where you left off. The legacy that I want is the one that I'm prepared to die for. I'm prepared to give in my blood, sweat and tears for everything because I know it matters. Namaste.
Yet another lovely and impactful episode. Until next time, namaste.